My dear Camilla, regularly in the afternoon a few motifs occur to me for those beautiful little poems about the gypsy love. Although I am getting on in years, I have a feeling that a new vein is beginning to grow in my work.
Potkal mladą cyganku, nesla się jako lań, przez perzaczelne leliki chodzi bez nas lań. Poleża po mnie zalboka, tak znesla za przespeń. A tak mi w lawie ostala, przez celuczki.
This is a mystery story. It took place here 80 years ago in the quiet Czech backwater of Moravia. It's about forbidden love, strange disappearances, and a secret that's been hidden for more than 50 years. It's this secret I've come to Moravia to try and understand. In 1917, the great Czech composer Leoš Janáček met and fell in love with a married woman. Her name was Kamila Štěslava. Janáček was 63, Kamila 25. Only a few days after meeting her, haunted by the encounter, he launched into composing a song cycle about a young farmer who was seduced by a gypsy girl and ran off with her. The text which inspired him was a strange collection of anonymous poems published in a local newspaper. They were entitled From the Pen of a Self-Taught Man. Janáček called his cycle The Diary of One Who Disappeared.
Ta czerna cyganka kolemca pozmieta. Ach, szata mi drży, ach, szata mi drży. Chodźmy do świata, chodźmy do świata. Bis Norwesel
I've been involved with this piece for 5 years. I first sang it for English National Opera in a staged production directed by Deborah Warner, which we then toured around the world. And of course I did a fair amount of research at the time. But it wasn't until I decided to come here, to the Moravian capital of Brno, that I began to dig deeper into the mysteries behind its composition. All the evidence is here, not only the letters to Kamila, which you can now buy in English translation, but also Janáček's sketches and diaries. And before I left London, I asked Janáček's biographer, John Tyrrell, how the composer was first inspired to write the piece.
The first thing that happened was that the poems were published in the local Brno newspaper. These were published in 2 instalments, anonymously published, and they purported to be written by a young man who had gone off and left these poems describing why he'd gone off. And there's been a mystery about the authorship of the poems, which was only resolved much, much later.
John Tyrrell told me about one mystery, but there are at least 2. The mystery of the poems and the mystery of Janáček's fascination with them. I wanted to start my research here, in the countryside around the village of Hukvaldi. This is the first time I've visited Janacek's birthplace, to which he returned in the last years of his life. Hukvaldi lies at the foot of a wooded hill, and Janacek rebuilt a house here. It sits in a landscape very much like the one where the gypsy lies in wait for her farmer lover in the third song of the diary.
Czekaj, ne widu, ne dam ja zaslakat, no serabi pote, mama miękka plata. Jeziczek zawodzi już nic widzieć nie. Stoi, kto si stoi w naszym znamieniu. Twoje світелька заршила до nocy. Panie Boże, nie daj, stoi mi tu popatrz.
So was this just the obsession of an older man for an attractive younger woman? When I visited Janacek's house, I asked the curator Karel Dochnal for his opinion.
Já když si uvědomím, že Zdenka v podstatě byla spíš taková, jednak byla velmi mladá, když se vdávala, neměla ještě 16, no a potom v podstatě si musela na styl života Leoše Janáčka podle mého názoru víceméně zvykat. A nebyla nikdy takovou nějakou dominantní osobou v tom manželství, tím pádem možná mu neposkytoval ani takovou inspiraci, z toho potom se odvíjela, vlastně hledal inspirace v podstatě sám. S Kamilou Šteslovou to je taková vlastně poslední kapitola v života Leoše Janáčka. A on vlastně jako člověk, který se chce podělit s určitými pocity s člověkem, s ženou, že, která ho inspiruje. Vlastně to se nám ani nepřísluší odsuzovat nebo vůbec soudit nebo o tom hovořit, protože je to v podstatě jednoduché. Ten jeho genius ho někam táhl, on zatím šel, tím je řečeno vše. Kdyby zatím nešel, tak, nebo nežil tak, jak žil, tak mi napsal, co napsal. Že to jako v podstatě bez komentáře bych ponechal.